Here we go again. Brand new season, new players, new coaches, new trophies. And of course, apart from that, nothing has really changed. Today here at Citi 97.3, we decided to go with one on top. So in a season where most clubs will go with two on top, some one, today we start here with one striker on top. Brigitte Otoo is that striker. Hi, Brigitte.
Hi, Rahman. Indeed, a terrible striker. Yes.
I tell you, but it's going to be a very, very dramatic season given what we saw over the weekend. So some Ghanaian players were in action in England. Daniel Amati played 22 minutes for Leicester City. Andre Ayew will play later this evening. His brother Jordan Ayew has been playing with Aston Villa in the Championship. Jeffrey Schlupp might leave Leicester City. But we'll start up with a club Brigitte really likes so much. Chelsea have let go Baba Rahman, but they play West Ham United, and Andre is expected to debut in that game.
Yes, I'm glad you mentioned Baba Rahman. I think leaving Chelsea was good for him. It was a great opportunity for him to be at Chelsea. But what's the point of being in a club, sitting on the bench, not getting enough time? I remember when he featured in the Champions League, we were criticizing because he was so nervous in the game. And sometimes, Ghanaians are so unforgiving. So I'm glad he moved back to Germany. I hope and pray that N'Golo Kante, however big he is, I watched him in the Euros and I thought he was phenomenal with France. I mean, he was superb. And for me, I think he even exposed Leicester City last Sunday when they played Hull City. And what a way for them to come back. So I'm hoping that, it would help, but our players are suspect. I mean, I am so nervous, when I hear Ivanovic talks. I get nervous when I hear Cahill, when I hear Cahill talk. So I don't know. I hope it turns out well because I believe in the coach we have. Conte proved to us that with that Italian club that was written off, they went all the way, and I believe he can do something with Chelsea.
So Antonio Conte will be huge this evening. But one man that would divide support, especially if you're a Ghanaian and then you support Chelsea. Andre Ayew might make his big debut tonight. Remember, West Ham United had to smash their club record to secure him. Andre scored 12 goals for Swansea City. What sort of a debut do you expect him to have?
Andre Ayew, I was actually having a conversation with a friend that, if Andre Ayew were to be in, at the top, very top with the Messis and the Cristiano Ronaldo, you would say that Andre Ayew is the Cristiano Ronaldo of our time because he works really hard, and that's how Cristiano Ronaldo, he works really hard. So I don't expect him to have a bad game. He had a fantastic time at Swansea. He scored in his opening and everybody was, we burst out laughing. I expect him to score. I want him to score. But I want Chelsea to go on and win. So I want to 2-1, I'll be so happy. But I want Dede Ayew, and I'm glad I just read that his father would be watching him play. So what a moment for him. I think he will have a phenomenal day, but I want us to walk away with the 3 points.
We'll see about that. So it's clear Brigitte Otoo is a die in the wool Chelsea fan. She wants Andre to score, but in that same pivot, she wants her Chelsea or her dear Chelsea to win. We'll see how that one pans out. It's live on 97.3 Citi FM. Another Ghanaian that has been linked with a move away from his club is Jeffrey Schlupp. We're told that West Brom want to sign him, and they've made a bid of £12 million for the forward. Now, Schlupp was part of the team that won that historic league title for Leicester City last season. He wants to move away. A good move for him?
I think so. I mean, when they, Jamie Vardy, Mahrez, when they are moving, you're like, oh my God, the team will sink. And they didn't. They stayed with Chelsea. And to think that, if someone like Vardy rejected Arsenal tells you a lot about where his heart is, because he said he doesn't want to start, player exodus. And I totally agree with him on that. So I think Jeffrey, I watched him play at the sports stadium, when Ghana was playing the qualifier. And he wasn't bad. I thought he was a bit heavy. Couldn't run much. It was okay, to be honest. So if West Brom, he'll get more play time, work more, and play well for Ghana, I'll be happy to see him move because I honestly don't think he would make an impact. If it's the league, if it's the, the medal, he has it.
He's got the medal.
He's got the medal. So a move, I don't think it will affect Leicester so much. Mahrez, Jamie Vardy, yes, they would have problem because in front they are deadly, but not Jeffrey Schlupp.
£12 million is a lot of money.
I will pocket that.
It's a lot
I will take that
money. But one player who joined Leicester last January again from Ghana is Daniel Amate. He played 22 minutes as Leicester were beaten by Hull City. Now history tells us that it was the very first time a defending champion were beaten on the opening day. Amate played 22 minutes. Were you impressed?
Do you know what? I was watching the Olympics, and then I actually went on Twitter and realized that the game was on. So I said, okay, let me just tune in and watch. I think Leicester actually played well, except that wherever Hull City dug, they went so deep and found a place that I honestly don't know where it came from. And they beat Leicester City. It was sad, but you could tell that they had actually missed the N'Golo Kante absence, because in the midfield there, it was a bit open.
Bridget needed to bring in N'Golo Kante
I had to.
He's gone to Chelsea.
I know, right?
Well, so
I know.
That's her view on...
But so Amate, he's not bad. I think he's okay. I think he's comfortable, to be honest with you. I think he's comfortable, but I hope to see him play more, because sometimes, you've got to experiment. A coach that is always criticized for not experimenting with players is Mourinho, and I think he's doing that with Manchester United. He's playing the old guys, and Rooney didn't have a good game. Zlatan Ibrahimovic didn't, but in one moment, he changed the game.
A lot of frustrations can be changed in the moment of brilliance, and that's what happened to Zlatan. For all the United fans,
yes.
It promises to be another fantastic season with Jose Mourinho in the middle or leading from the front and all that. One Ghanaian again that has been linked with a host of clubs in England is Andre Ayew's younger brother, Jordan Ayew. He's still with Aston Villa, but do you expect him to move?
I think Aston Villa have done very well, I have to say. They've shown a lot of heart. A lot of Ghanaians, I think, last season gave him hell. I think they were not impressed. I feel sometimes we rush our players so much. But the club to stand by him and say, look, we're not even willing to let him go, tells you a lot about the faith they have in him. And I hope that Jordan Ayew has a lot of faith in himself to see that the club is standing by him. But as to whether staying will be right for him or not, it is one that I haven't been able to answer myself.
Playing in the Championship, we are told, is very, very difficult. We'll see about that. As we speak, the maestro himself is still in England. Remember, he's the agent of both Andre and Jordan Ayew. Maybe something is on the cards. Let's move away from England to China, where our skipper, Samajan, we are told we're moving away. We are told that Turkish giant Besiktas have agreed on personal terms. Jan hasn't played consistent football in the last 2 years. Going to Turkey, that will mean his 4-year stay in Asia has come to an end. A good move?
I was just disappointed. He scored, I think, 7 goals last season in 20 appearances. So for him to have scored 7, it was just below par, to be quite honest.
Given his lofty standard.
I know, given his lofty standard. But injuries are unfortunate, but they are part of the sport. And moving, I think at this moment, Jan has gotten all the money that he wants. And if he wants to play, probably when he enjoys the game, I think the players get to a point where they actually enjoy playing and want to be active. So if moving to Turkey, not bad. I mean, Stephen Appiah had a tremendous time there.
He played with Fenerbahce.
Yes, so he had a tremendous time there. They still respect him a lot, as Ghanaians do. And if Jan, I know his agent also spoke about it, that they have a lot of offers on their table, they're exploring and want to see which one will be best for him. At the end of the day, they want to make a good business decision. I think it won't be bad for them. Obviously, the club has also declared its intention to let him go, because he's not really key to score 7 out of 20 in 20 appearances. So it won't be bad for him. Turkey, not a bad team.
Well, that's Brigitte Otoo actually giving us her take on Ghana's skipper. Asamoah Gyan
is a fighter. He fights on.
He does.
He's a fighter, and he shows it when he plays for Ghana.
Remember, Ghana will play in the Africa Cup of Nations in some few months in January in Gabon. So it's very important that Gyan gets game time under his belt. So it's going to be a very fantastic season for almost everybody. Yao Yeboah for Manchester City on loan, we're told, made his debut over the weekend, and a couple of guys. Mubarak Okasa has been playing with Panathinaikos in Greece, and a lot of Ghanaians. John Boy is still looking for a club. Jonathan Mensah in pre-season with Angie Makashkala. It's going to be one hell of a season. But finally, before we let you go, Brigitte, your top performing Ghanaian, you expect to excel and blast across Europe this season? Oh,
without a doubt, Andre Ayew. I mean, without a doubt in my mind, Andre Ayew, he always comes to play. He has to be number one for me. From Andre Ayew, no, Jordan will not be in the top 10, honestly. Andre, apart from Andre, I hope Amate, I hope he gets, to play
Leicester
more.
City,
across Europe. I don't know if Baba Rahman, I don't know,
Schalke
but I'm hoping that he would, because he seems to be very comfortable. I hope that he will be able to make an impact.
Christian Atsu doesn't have a club yet.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it's our best player from AFCON, right? He doesn't have a team. So, but I hope Andre Dada, number one, obviously.
It's been another fantastic edition of the Tracker, the very first edition of the 2016-2017 season. Be glued to Citi TV, because we'll give you the very best of interviews here on Citi TV. Kudos to Brigitte Otoo for making time to join us today. We hope we can do this more often.
Yes, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. And we're winning 2-1. The day I will score.